problems, you know, when you have been a member of the British monarchy. Your word goes, lots of people look up towards you, and of course you have to get used to people curtsying. Something, of course, that Meghan herself apparently never truly mastered, as we saw on that Netflix series where she mockingly made a fake curtsy, allegedly when upon meeting Her Majesty the Queen for the very first time. But the one thing that Meghan Markle did enjoy about her short tenure within the British monarchy was her power, and this was no more illustrated when she made a direct call to the CEO of course, United Kingdom's leading commercial channel, ITV, which resulted in their breakfast show TV host either apologising live on air to her and to the audience, and, of course, catastrophic effects for that person's career. How times change. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you today? Nice to see you, whatever you're doing. And as ever, thank you so much for joining me. Nice to have your company. Love the ways of the way that you like potatoes, by the way. We just like them, don't we? Buttery mash and herbs, lovely. And apparently, I don't know if you saw this in the paper, a very posh restaurant here in London has got a 4-year waiting list for Sunday lunch. That'll keep your weight down, wouldn't it? You think they'd speed up the service, wouldn't you? But seriously, the cost of it as well. But apparently it's that good. People are willing to wait. How long would you wait for a Sunday lunch? About 20 minutes, really, in my case. Oh, it's ridiculous, isn't it, what people are doing? Back as ever, though, to your breaking royal story of the day. This truly says it all about Meghan and where she truly is, because cast your mind back a couple of years now, she truly was able to have that breakfast TV show host removed from his position of power. We're talking about Good Morning Britain, Piers Morgan, and on that very day had managed for the very first time to ramp up the ratings to a significant height. You would have thought ITV would have wheeled on a cake, congratulated him. Oh no, they decided to make things very difficult because, as we now know, the Duchess of Divadom, Meghan Markle, decided that she didn't like the comments that he'd said on air, even though, subsequently, many of them have been proven to be outright lies. You get the picture. Fast forward, though, a couple of years, and guess what? Said channel, which is now known for being one of the wokest in the land of TV, is reeling from all the negativity. The Philip Schofield scandal, the story which we broke you a couple of days ago about Holly Willoughby being paid over $700,000 a year to rescue the beleaguered daytime TV show This Morning. They do have money if they need it, you get the picture. But what's interesting now is, though, the ad revenue has plummeted. I mean, really plummeted. Shares are down. It's a tough time over at ITV. So much so that the boss, Carolyn McCall, has also decided to halt on spending for other production companies like All3 Media. Here's where it gets interesting, though. The shareholders want what? Guess who? They want him back. They realise that the beleaguered presenter, Piers Morgan, who's now doing, well, you know, some might say okay on Talk TV, particularly in the digital platform, they see him as the person that can ump the shares up, bring Good Morning Britain back to a talking point, and more importantly, justify Susanna Reid's £1 million a year plus contract for reading an auto-cue and looking slightly cutesy around 3 to 4 days a week maximum. You get the picture. Now, what's interesting here is, even if they brought him back, there is no way this time around that ITV or indeed Carolyn McCall could get him removed if he was to speak out of turn. He simply did nothing wrong other than value an opinion, offer an opinion. But of course, in the wokeratory that is ITV, it costs them dearly, not just with ratings, advertisers and shareholders, but their reputation. This time around, things could look decidedly different. And I've been told that ITV bosses have been told by the shareholders in no uncertain terms, bring back an audience to Good Morning Britain and other shows, or else the share price could sink even lower. As ever, we have to say, allegedly. It's breaking news and it's an evolving story. When I know more, you know more. But just think what Meghan Markle truly started. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.